Okay, today is July 12th, 2023. My name is John. I moderate the BYOB trading room. All right, so this morning we have CPI data coming out. Okay, CPI data comes out at 8:30. So in 30 minutes, we're going to get a inflationary report. Of course, the Fed wants to keep it underneath 3 or 2. Not sure which one it was, but it's one of the two. They want to get it down to there. It's currently at 5. So we'll see what happens. I can't see anything looking any better for for the Fed, being since they're going to continue to spend money. So jobless claims comes out tomorrow at 8:30, and PPI producer price inflation comes out at 8:30 again tomorrow morning. So we got CPI, consumer price inflation, coming out at 8:30. I think it's the index, not inflation, but it measures inflation. And PPI comes out 8:30 tomorrow. CPI comes out in 30 minutes today. And we have a beige book at 2, so probably watch 2 o'clock for some more volatility today at 2 p.m. All right, so let's take a look at the U.S. dollar. Here's the U.S. dollar. Now I have, these are 6-hour candles right here. And the dollar is continuing to fall. That's very good for gold, silver, oil, and natural gas. And consequently, in all three, we are getting a turnaround in all three. So let's take a look at, we're going to come back to this one. Let's take a look at natural gas. Okay, natural gas on the BOP is turning green here on the daily. And as you can see on natural gas, we've put in a higher low right at the midpoint. Now we'd like to see natural gas come all the way back up to 775 and challenge the 775 area, 750 area. Maintaining price above this 706 is very good for right now. Got a trend started right here. Of course, we could have another trend that starts right through there. But we remain in a daily uptrend on natural gas. Let's go take a look at oil. Oil has started a daily uptrend and a breakout from the channel that it's been in. So here's the top side of the channel, and here's the bottom side of the channel right there. So over 65.15, oil's been bullish. You can see we're getting a turnaround. And here's our trend line that starts back in March. So oil getting a breakout, natural gas getting a breakout, dollars falling. Now let's go take a look at gold and silver. So here's gold. So here's gold, finally turning the trend indicator green right here. Still a lot of work to do. Falling below the midpoint here of this last move up. So we'll see if gold can continue to rise up to the 190 level. We have a broken uptrend here. Nothing says it shouldn't probably swing out to here, creating still an uptrend. And we have a higher low put in here and a possible higher low right here. So this is good news for gold. If we get back up over the midpoint, I'd be considering, for me, putting on some bullish calls, probably with a stop right underneath 175.50 right there. So think about that early this morning. If you continue to see the dollar drop, let's just wait for CPI and everything to shake out there. So there's gold. Let's take a look at silver. Silver early in the morning. Okay, so we got 1, 2, and a higher low right there on silver. So silver trying to rebound. Like to see that get back up over the midpoint. Like to see 2 days close over the midpoint to get bullish on silver. And again, we've got a higher low. So we've got a low, a higher low, and a possible another higher low. Like to see silver climb back up and start challenging the highs. So there we are with silver. So silver, gold, oil, and natural gas all getting bullish early in the morning, or actually getting bullish this week. Hey, good morning, CJ. Good morning, Mike. Good morning, Tommy. Tom and T. All right. So there's some ideas: silver, gold, natural gas for some longer term plays. Silver, gold, natural gas, and U.S. oil. Possible longer term. Good morning, Melinda. So let's go back. Let's take a look at FNGU, because that's what pretty much moves our markets, is those 10 stocks. So here's FNGU. Here's the uptrend. Now it's just cooling off. Nothing wrong with cooling off. Had a little uptrend here. Now it's cooling off a little bit more from that uptrend. Still higher highs. Higher lows. Working on another higher low here. Still got to challenge this high up here. I see it coming. I think I see it coming. But then again, we could get another week of cooling off. Just another week of building up energy to make the trip back over 200. So we'll see what happens with the FNGU. This is the one we want to watch. Really doesn't matter what the other 6,000 stocks do. It's these 10 right here that continue to move the indices. So unless it's the diamonds or the IWM, but for the most part, when you're talking about the QQQ and the SPY, it's these 10 stocks right here in the FNGU. So we still have a green trend indicator on the FNGU. That's a great sign. All right, so now let's take a look at IWM. IWM, very bullish. Green trend indicator on the IWM. Digging out new highs, new recent highs, and getting ready to challenge the highs made earlier this year. So we got the FNGU is bullish, and we have the IWM bullish. This could be a pretty decent market rally. We'll see. We got CPI coming out today, PPI coming out tomorrow, and then we've got big bank earnings also coming out on Friday. So this could shake up the market come Friday. We got JP Morgan Chase, Wells Fargo, BlackRock, Citigroup, State Street, and a non-financial United Health Group. So we'll see what happens on Friday. So we've got probably a rocky week ahead of us, or the next 3 days. So we'll see what happens here on that. So IWM is bullish. FNGU is bullish. The dollar is falling. The SPY is bullish. The QQQ is bullish. Let's go look at the SPY, see where we are in relation to our challenging this uptrend right here. Again, I'd like to see it get in here, up over this area here, and bull flag. That's what I'd really like to see. Got a little W pattern playing out here. Possible trade for this area right here. I'm expecting a little bit of consolidation again. Would be a bull put spread, with the bottom being down here in the bull put spread underneath. I'm expecting this to chew off some time, trying to break up over these 445, 446 area. So we'll see what happens. Let's just wait for the CPI to come out today. But that's a possible scenario there. And let's go take a look at the QQQ. Here's the QQQ. And QQQ making a higher low. And again, on the QQQ, I think a bull put spread would be a great idea right up here, up against this apex of this W pattern. So there's two great spread ideas. And let me trash that, remove that, and get my drawing tool. So we've got a W pattern that plays out here, comes back here, and now we're moving up. So we'll see how things go. So possible bull put spread, for price to consolidate right through here. That would be normal before moving up higher. Same with the SPY. Come back over here to the SPY. We've got the same pattern showing up. Why? Because FNGU does the same thing to almost both of these. Again, we're looking at right there. Bull put spread chewing off some time. Possible scenario before the breakout. So there's two great ideas on the QQQ and the SPY. Again, let's wait for CPI to come out before we get ahead of ourselves. And that's not what we want. So now let's go take a look at the diamonds. So here's the diamonds. And the diamonds also sticking in a W pattern. Again, I would expect this to probably get up here and just hang out and consolidate. This is our battleground. So we got battleground here on the diamonds. That's what we're coming into. And you've got SPY. SPY, battleground right here. Right there should be our battleground for SPY, and the same thing exists for Qs. And the Qs battleground would be right up here. Okay, so there's three of them right there: diamonds, SPYs, and Qs. IWM is breaking out to challenge its highs. So a possible trade on the IWM would be, let's take a look at it one more time. Look over here to the left. For price to probably consolidate up here in this area. We've got lines here and there. So I would look for probable consolidation to happen right through here on the IWM. I think they didn't do the battleground thing, so this is a little bit concerning. They might be ripping and come back and test it. We'll see what happens. Not too excited about doing a battleground trade on IWM, but on QQQ and the diamonds and the SPY, I'd be interested in putting on bull put spreads for those. Now let's take a look at pins. We got pins is one of our trades we've been following. And if you notice right here, we've got a trend line that's coming up, and here's our trend channel from before. And you can see price fell out and has looped around back into it. So what do I see in pins? I see a big cup and handle. So here's your cup, and then here's our handle right there. So we got a cup and handle showing up on pins, and we're starting to break out right over this area right here. So up over 28.50. I could see a trip up to 34. So a possible scenario for the group trade might be to take a pins call and ride some pins calls all the way up to 34. Maybe a bullish call spread instead of a bear call spread, whereby we buy the 20, what's the low down here? Let's say we buy the 26 calls and sell the 35s after it, once it gets up to the midpoint. So we've got, here's pins coming up to a previous resistance area right now. And I'm expecting pins to probably shoot off pretty good today or tomorrow if the market remains bullish. So I like a long trade on pins. I like this big recovery. I like the cup and handle. I like the uptrend channel. There's nothing about this stock that I don't like. I think it has the potential. The only thing that let me take that back. The only thing that I don't like is this resistance line right here, which I think we will navigate over within the next week, if not sooner. So pins is looking like a really good trade. Some of the SLB, some of the oil refiners or natural gas and oil equipment right here. So here's SLB rocketing off right now. So SLB's turning into a winner right now. Little head and shoulders going on right there. Inverse head and shoulders. Halliburton, it's another one. They're taking off. I think they deserve maybe a cool-off day. Look for an MMRP on Halliburton and SLB. It would be normal to see this thing cool off for probably 3 days, then test support down here or here. So watch for the MMRP to show up on Schlumberger and Halliburton. There's possible trades there, and then for it to rip to the upside or just kind of price advance to the upside. That would be some nice easy money if we could find the MMRP on SLB and Halliburton. So that's it for the market this morning. It's not much we can do other than wait for 10 minutes and 12 minutes, and we're going to get the CPI data and see what's going to get, see if we're going to dip. They're probably going to swing some volatility here. We'll see what they want to do. We have no control over it. All we can do is kind of let them whip it around, and when they're done whipping it around, we're going to look for some patterns that we like to play that have been profitable for us in the past. So it's basically just sit on my hands until probably 10 o'clock, 10:30. Wait for something to materialize and show up, some pattern that I know I have an edge on. So I'm looking for a pattern where I have an edge, and from there, I'm going to play that pattern. Right now, they're just going to whip it around real fast, and I won't have any edge at all. So, I mean, if they make it look like it's going along, they probably whip it right back short. So I'm just going to wait. I'm going to be patient, wait for the pattern to show up that I could play, and from there I'll start. So you may not see me do anything, but probably take profit this morning on other stuff until they're done whipping it around. Yeah, up and down, or down, up, down. Yep, I totally agree, CJ. Now Bob's asking about Oxy, OXY. Yeah, Oxy's looking good. I would look for the MMRP to show up. Nice reversal candle. 1, 2, 3. Look for the MMRP on that. That's kind of turning around. You got a triple bottom here. Let's just take a look. If you could get candles to start closing over this midpoint, Oxy looks good long. But for me, from my perspective, BOP is still red down here, and I want to see candles close over a midpoint. I want to see some sign that this isn't just a sell setup. You know what I'm saying? I want to see some sign that the bulls are engaged. So I want to see candles start closing over the midpoint. And I want to see the BOP turn around. No, I don't use the anchored VWAP on this. I do on other pages, Sonny. On this one, this VWAP that I use is just an intraday, and it runs from day to day. It does. You can see from the beginning of the morning, it just starts to start off. And although it looks like a moving average, it isn't. It just starts off each morning, wherever it is. So if price moves up, it'll continue to move up, and as price comes down, it'll roll down under it. Yeah, it's intraday. You're welcome, Bob. Yeah, that one, Halliburton and Schlumberger, they look good. Oxy does look good, but not yet. It's getting there. So, all right, traders. About 9:10, right after we'll get the CPI. Let them whip it around a whole bunch, and I'll see everybody at 9:10.